share the live, but I don't want to watch it. I want to share over so that my videos live. Share to Facebook groups, Madden custom rosters, share. Okay. Yeah, the funny thing about this editing process, I'm doing this 89 49ers, and I'm flying through because, first of all, the base he used was the 87 roster, so there's a good portion of the guys are there. Brent Jones is listed as starting tight end, but down on the roster, he's not listed as being a part of the team. So, if you're watching and you're an editor for ProFootballReference.com, fix that. Otherwise, that's all I have to say about that. I'm loaded. I just sent you the invite. I don't have to change uniforms. Yeah, I don't have to change uniforms. They haven't changed any. Not since 96. Technically not since 61. They added the G to their helmet in 61 and I haven't changed since. Oh. That's fine. I've been having bad asthma all day long. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've had to go outside of franchise to accept it. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. There you are. What's that? Yeah, you're home, so winner gets to play the 90 Bills. AKA BJ Moore, or Moore BJ 85. Yeah, I think that's what his name is. Did you, I don't know if you got a chance to see that game or not, between the Bills and 84 Dolphins. 2 comebacks, both double digits. Dolphins tied it up with a 2-point conversion after an onside kick. In overtime, Darryl Talley picks off Dan Marino and goes, geez, like 70 yards, I think, for the touchdown. It was a good game. They played it Sunday afternoon. Alright, for those of you who don't know what we're doing, this is not any of the other things we've been doing. This is a test run. Somebody in our Madden Phase Custom Rosters group had the idea of, instead of committing to a whole season, ooh, Brett Favre's rated 99. Instead of committing to a whole season, why don't we just do playoffs? And the rosters aren't 100% completed yet. There's about 22 teams done. But we said, yeah, sure, this sounds real exciting. Let's do a test run. So Chuck Diesel 1968 and Moore BJ 85 represented the AFC, and myself and John M here representing the NFC. So it's the 84 Dolphins, the 90 Bills, the 96 Packers, and the 86 Giants. Now see, kicking is much better after midnight. That game I played, my last game in Bush League, I basically, at the end, I couldn't kick anymore. I had to go for 2 when I did score, and I had to go for it on 4th down. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was 9 o'clock at night, and the kicking was just horrible. And the other guy was fine. He didn't have any issues. Yeah, I was going to say, this is not my rosters, so although you played a whole season with this team, the ratings are going to be much different. And I also did not go on and correct heights, weights, and ages and all that. And I don't think I will for these playoff things. I didn't for the 87, was just playing it out. Where did I run off to? You ran right into Reggie White. The buttons are a little off, but not too bad. Enough that I'm not going to get this play picked in time. There we go, I got it. Oh, what did 59 do? He just kind of dove behind you without his arms out. Green Bay's got I was going to say the 96 Packers got a monster defensive line. Here's just Sean Jones, Reggie White. And there are the ends. Santana Dotson. Yeah, that quarterback season I was doing somehow didn't save. I was back on preseason all of a sudden. I had played through 4 games, so I was like, well, I'm not doing this again. I got other projects in mind I want to do anyway. Yeah. I've realized that if you're doing a franchise by yourself and you save it offline, oh, where were you throwing that? That whole thing was weird because my guy rushed and I looked away to see what the kick was doing. Wow. You should have been broadcasting those as a whole playlist. Oh. I am about just under 3,000 views away from hitting 10,000, which is the magic number when you can start monetizing if possible. I went to college with his cousin, Dorsey Levins. I went to college with his cousin. I'm not going to give away the cousin's name for privacy, but he was very proud of his cousin. And I became a Dorsey Levins fan because of it. You might remember, I think you were, he might have been your hall director. Yeah. Looked like Tiger Woods. Did you just hit the kicker? No, I guess not. I thought you plowed into the kicker after. That was a hell of a running play. Now, in real life, the New York Giants have never lost the NFC title game. They've lost the NFL title game a couple times back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Actually, more than a couple times. They lost quite a few. But since '66, they have never lost. They're 5-0. Did you sign that petition that I shared? Last night I tagged my wife's name in it. It's a petition to fire Ben McAdoo and Jerry Reese. I will say this as a Bills fan. Sometimes listening to Giants fans over the last 14 years has been annoying when they complain about Eli Manning. Because we would take Eli Manning in a heartbeat. No, you haven't. You haven't. But there are definitely Giants fans, especially in the last 5 years. But, to a man, none of them agree with this move. They may not always like Eli. He may have lost 100 starts, and he may have thrown more interceptions than he should. But, none of them agree with this move. This move makes no sense. Oh, why didn't I play the ball? Oh my goodness. No, if they were going to go with the quarterback of the future, Davis Webb would have been the choice. Not Geno Smith. No, just the Jets. He went from the Jets to the Giants. We had Joe Webb. Third down and 8. Well, here's the thing. All right, I don't know if Eli's a future Hall of Famer or not. On his Super Bowl wins alone, he should be. You know, you win 2, that's impressive. But there are guys who won 2. It took Ken Stabler forever, and he only won 1. Jim Plunkett's not in the Hall of Fame, and he won 2. But on those alone, potentially a Hall of Famer. You don't do this. You don't do him like this. Yes, they're eliminated. Yep. Yeah. Right. Now what Buffalo did... Go ahead. Oh, okay. What Buffalo did was bad on all levels, but it kind of smacked of somebody up high made that decision to start Nathan Peterman, and it was the wrong decision, and they got shown, hey, this was the wrong decision. We got to go back to Tyrod Taylor. Now, because of that, though, I don't see how it's possible that Tyrod Taylor comes back to Buffalo next year, which means we either trade up to draft a quarterback or we sign a veteran and Nathan Peterman gets developed the way he should have been. But yeah. Oh, right in his hands. You know, I've got to say something. I don't know if this affects you or not, but when my players, and this has been no matter whether I'm the Falcons in the old Bush League that I just left, my Bills teams, this Packer team, when I'm in a jump ball situation, I never seem to win it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's going to be a horrible kick. Yeah, all of a sudden, I've had a couple quick instances of lag, and it hit me right there. They really need to get this fixed. I would be almost willing to bet that if you and I finish this game and go out and play, there was just lag there. Play live now, we'd have no issues. Oh my goodness. But because we're playing inside CFM, there are issues upon issues upon issues. And I made a YouTube video last week about it, and I even sent it to an EA Sports forum and tagged them. Hopefully the next patch takes care of this, because this is now at least 2 years, probably longer. I've only been back to playing for 2 years now. You play Xbox Live too, are there issues there? Oh, okay. Well, that's like I said, this Packer defensive line. Remember how many sacks they had in the Super Bowl against the Patriots? Reggie White had 3 by himself. And you haven't, other than that one run where you cut back right into Reggie, we haven't called his name yet. It's been mostly Sean Jones, Santana Dotson. Ooh, no, it wasn't. On the 2. Sean Wendetta with a punt. That Bills-Dolphins game was an offensive battle. We're turning this one into a defensive battle so far. Oh, that was no blocking. Now see, that kick was fine. No. That was an awful lag right there. You hit the hole and it froze. Yeah. I turned around. Yeah, I turned around and punched you in the face instead of going for the ball. I don't know what happened there because I went for, I switched to the guy because you basically threw a jump ball. I switched to the guy to try to intercept it, and he literally turned around and smacked you. Who kicked off? I kicked off, right? Oh! Newsom, what are you doing? Why did you catch that? No. Well, I got it up to the 26, so I got 14 yards less had I not caught it. was a game turner right there. Yeah. Where's the coverage up the middle? Corner blitz. Yep. No. The delay on the buttons just caused me to pick the wrong kick block play. Yep. Well, it's definitely not the play I wanted to pick. I wanted the straight rush, and instead I got the zone block. Why am I not controlling the kick returner? I just picked a play without doing anything. You know, if you win, you're going to play Don Beebe in this game and Don Beebe in next game, because he's on both. Too far for a field goal, and the way the buttons are acting up right now, I'm not sure I'd want to go for a field goal. That's going to be a hold on me. You want to bet? Now's where I need Aaron Rodgers. I said now is where I need Aaron Rodgers for this next play. Yep. Now I gotta get back to what basics, what I was doing in the first quarter. Are you afraid to kick it off to Desmond Howard? Yep. No, he's going, huh? Yeah. That's right, he didn't do anything. So, how does this game compare to, or this roster compare to the one I did? You just... Yeah, he went... I believe he went based on the season that he had. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you played 19 games with the Super Giants. You've played 4 games so far with the 87 Giants, which are very similar in the way the guy did it. Because this guy actually took that roster and changed the players back to 86, so it's pretty much the same. Speaking of Don Beebe, Farvis 3 of 8. Oh, you know what that block looked like? That Super Bowl 9 block and Franco Harris's touchdown, where he turned the guy inside out. I definitely would suggest, and I'll say the same thing to more BJ, I would suggest if you win this game, watch his game. And I would suggest the same to more. Watch before you guys play the Super Bowl. I'm not giving up on this by no stretch, by the way. I'm just saying that if you do win, yeah. Exactly. Now, more BJ is not a YouTuber, so it's in Chuck Diesel's. The reason why we wanted all the games put on YouTube is for the members of the community to see exactly what we have to offer. Oh, good solid catch by Keith Jackson there. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, yeah. No, that's why. You know, the main reason I got out of Bush League is because I just have no interest in the current. Well, I mean, the fact that I'm struggling in that league had something to do with it. But I have no interest in the current rosters. Yeah. Well, you know who's going to win. That's the thing, and they are also both members of the 87 Strike League, so I mean, it's not like I'm getting away from them. I'm not running away from them by any stretch of the imagination. I just, the negativity amongst some of the members was getting to me, and I've talked to the commissioners about that too, and it was time. It was time for me to move on. And I've got this YouTube channel that I'm growing, and well, that's the thing too, is that you and more are afternoon workers. Everybody else is either days or midnights. And the midnight guys don't have scheduling conflicts at all, because they can stay up and play the game, or they can get up and play their game. Or a situation like this, now, you and I are obviously doing rosters or franchises together all the time. But we also know that on your days off, or no, on my days off, because you're 3 to 11, you're going to be available when we have a game to play. Or like I'm off tomorrow, I can stay up and I didn't play this game. But when you're running a 48-hour deadline, that's unrealistic to assume guys from different shifts are going to be able to. I mean, look at I want to be careful I don't use his name. Our fellow former Trailblazer. Now he's currently out of work for reasons that don't belong on YouTube. Nothing illegal, folks. Just it's his business. So he's able to play the games. But when he's working, he works a job where he gets mandated to stay overtime constantly. And he's 3 to 11. Yep. I failed the running game in check. No, we have definitely had, and that's why, and all the members of the Bush League are also in this, and I'm not trying to bash them if they're going to watch this, because, I really enjoyed my time in there. It was just time for me to leave and go out and do something a little more relaxing. The 1960 project, same thing that you and I are doing. Not same thing. We have a 4-member league. One's not eligible, ready to join, and I don't know if he ever will be, because he's very busy. And another guy isn't. This is his first online franchise, and he's not getting his games in, which is fine. But at the same time, you and I are more into this, so we've discussed, and I'm going to announce to all my fans right now, we're going to continue on with the 60 franchise. I don't know if I'll continue broadcasting those games because it's so slow. But over the course of the next 2 months, whatever, I'm going to, what word do I want to use? I'm going to take the other 17 teams that were in the NFL and AFL, and I'm going to rename them. I'll just rename a number. I'm not going to change stats, colleges, hometowns like I did for the 4 teams that we did. And John M. is going to control the Steelers and the Giants. I'm going to control the Packers and the Bills, and we're just going to have fun with it from 1960 on up. It's nothing against the 4th member. He wasn't going to be a YouTuber anyway, so you weren't going to see the Steelers games. It just is. Maybe in the long run he gets the bug like we have, but I'm not going to force it on him. Yep. Jim Burt. I have only got 66 passing yards. That's embarrassing. That's not good. Yeah. Antonio Freeman. I really liked him as a Packer. He was one of my favorites back in the day. And I remember when the Packers were playing the Broncos in that Super Bowl. And I don't know if you ever listened to, at the time it was 12:40 a.m. was it NBZ? But a friend of mine had a radio show. And I got onto it. And he wasn't he was a 49er fan, but he didn't really know a lot about it. But he asked me my expert analysis as a you know, any 20-year-old can be an expert. Or was I 20? You know, I was 19. And I gave it to him. I said, the Broncos have no business being in the Super Bowl. They're going to lose again. It will give the NFC 14 straight wins, and the Packers are going to destroy them. And one of the main reasons is going to be Antonio Freeman. I was on record saying that. Boy, was I wrong. But Freeman did catch a touchdown. He did catch a touchdown in that Super Bowl. We got a hell of a game going here. Yep. That was the main reason I was picking against the Broncos, is because of Elway. I just figured that class of '83, the Broncos, the AFC, they're all jinxed. And Elway snapped so many streaks in that game. The class of '83, Tony Eason, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, John Elway, none of them had won the Super Bowl. They were all losers in their games. The AFC had lost 13 in a row. Denver had never won a Super Bowl. They were 0-4 at the time. And it was just a case of the Broncos were due. They were a much better team than I gave them credit for. Now, the following year against Atlanta, obviously I rooted for Atlanta. I was scared because I knew how good the Broncos were. And they just, you know, put it to the Falcons. Oh, where is Newsom going? Oh. A screen pass. I noticed the lag has gone away. It's gotten back to normal-ish. Yep. 3 plays, 68 yards. Most of it on that one play. Hostetler. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to... No, I was pushing X to get us back to the play selection screen, and I was just a tad late. We were already back. Well, that play worked. For not picking it, well, meaning to pick it, it worked. Don Beebe. Yep. Shouldn't have used the spin move. I did notice watching the Bills-Dolphins game that they must use different search engine than I do, because Bruce Smith wasn't accurate. Oh, I hit the wrong button. BB was open. He was wearing gloves instead of taped hands. And that's just something that's, you know, it's a petty annoyance, but if I were to take a look at the roster, I would fix that. I don't know if there's anybody else that's like that, but my attention to detail is OCD, like. Well, the computer suggested I go for it, and I said, what the hell? I still have all 3 timeouts. Yep, I still have all 3 timeouts. Of course, that shit's not gonna help. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for swearing. I try really hard not to run that kind of YouTube channel. Yep. Need to get a fumble. Come on, pick the play. Stepped out of bounds. It's 4th down. Why are they, what's the ruling on the field is upheld? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's not gonna change anything, it'll still be 4th down. Oh! Alright. Still got 2 timeouts too. That was a good drive on defense. Gave up the 1 big pass play, but that could have been a pick 6, I think. Oh! I tried to jump over you, but yeah, I tried to jump over you, but it didn't work. That was Mark Chimura's first catch of the afternoon. Yeah, he's tough. He's a hockey player. Okay, this time we're going to use a timeout. Second down. I wasn't sure if I was going to get in it or not. My blocker kind of stood in my way. I was ready to run it and then run the clock. Oh, I missed that. Oh. Oh. I was going to run it, and then if you tackled me short, I was going to run the clock down to about, whatever, 30 seconds or so before I snapped the ball. Short kick. George Kuntz hanging on. 1 minute, 1 second. Giants have all 3 timeouts. Well, how about 80? Yeah. One play drive. That was even worse than the last one. It was 3 plays. Oh, the face he used for Jeff Hostetler's pretty good, though. I had a critic on my alternate Super Bowl 8 criticize the holy crap. Yeah, criticized Ken Stabler that he didn't have long hair, so I went and for alternate Super Bowl 9, I added long hair and it come out dark black. And that's the only option. So, guys want to criticize, that's fine, that's their right, but no. He's in. He was in. Oh my goodness. I thought you had it. And then I wasn't sure I was in. Oh, what a wild last 2 minutes. No, you have not. Short kick again. It must be the wind. Oh! That could have given me time. 14 seconds left. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. 3 seconds. You're on the 49, so you're looking at a 66-yard field goal. You have the wind, but I don't know if you have the wind for 66. Oh, never mind. You're looking at a 71-yard field goal. Oh, it was on me to pick the play. Never mind. I thought you were about to get a delay of game. I saw the clock ticking down and. Overtime. So both conference championships go to overtime. Yeah. So the Bills got the pick 6 for the win. I want to defend right. Yep. I was trying to read there. Oh. Oh, I have 349 yards. I missed what you had. Driving back. There you go. Nope, but I can't maintain the tackle like that. Oh. I hit you just as you threw that. Nope, there's some lag back. You got 40 yards rushing yards. I have 95 yards rushing, but unless I can hold you to field goal, I don't think I'm going to get any more. Oh, I thought I hit you hard enough maybe to draw it loose. You have 396 passing. Well, congratulations. Good game. You got the 90. Yeah, I don't know if we got into overtime before. Our Super Bowl was a tale of two halves. You're gonna get more BJ in the 90 Bills. Their game was 36-30 overtime. Ours was 37-31 overtime. We had a couple lead changes and comebacks as well. That damn safety, though. It took too long of a developing play. Alright, we advance in Strike League at 6 a.m. or closely around then, because I won't be up, and both the other commissioners are, one I know is working, I don't think the other will be up. So 10 a.m. for you and I to play the Strike League game? Okay. It'll be the 87 Giants and the 87 Broncos on Sunday Night Football. Until then, enjoy your night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time, and that's my take.